Hi everyone, it's February and I'm checking in, give you guys an update on what's going on, and want to give you a look around the place. We're kind of at the end of winter and the beginning of spring, and we're seeing both signs. I'm standing next to this really cool little beaver pond on our place. I really enjoy it because it's like this tree is growing right up out of the middle of it. This is a fun place I like to come visit. And this tree, trees never get captured on camera well, but it's just a gorgeous, beautiful tree. This is in our wetland area, and I'm out here taking a look at things because the elk herd has moved kind of back out onto our place. It's been gone for about a year now, and I expected to see it again in the fall, but their pattern isn't what I expected, that's all. And it's kind of fun to come out and see where they've been, what they're up to. In part, I'm taking a look at it all because our neighbor noticed there was a hunter that wandered onto our property, kind of trespassed 2 years ago, something like that. And my neighbor noticed that pickup truck is back, and so they must be monitoring the elk herd too. So I thought I would take a look, see what the elk were doing, and see if anybody's wandering around. I kind of get the feeling that this individual noticed that they made a mistake and they're staying on the neighboring property where it might be okay to actually take a look around. But I'm not sure, I'm not confident. Anyway, it's a lot easier to just get sucked into how beautiful it is out here, and thought I'd pull out my camera, give you guys an update, kind of let you look around, see what's going on too. So the grass is kind of poking its head up. Things have warmed up enough for the grass to think that it's starting to wake up, and the end of winter time. The trouble is, the beginning of the week we actually had some snow on the ground, and we're seeing some snow forecast for next week. So it's definitely not spring in full swing. Spring does come earlier in our neck of the woods though. I really enjoy taking a look at all the lichen and mosses that grow on the trees. Panning back across, you could see that a lot of the grass and stuff has been knocked down, and that's what the elk have been out looking for. They're looking for this nice green grass, and they found a really good spot that's kind of secluded, kind of protected, and they're out here having a good meal, and I think that's really cool. I need to find out what time of day they're out here so I can actually see them. So the elk have been spending quite a bit of time over here eating. They seem to be having a pretty good time. If I watch my step, they've been wandering through this area and going into the trees over here for shelter. Gotta cross this little stream here. Yeah. They've either been out here for a while or there's quite a few of them. Kind of tromped up the mud here, stirred up the mud. It's kind of fun to see them and everything that they're doing out here. I think last time or my last video, I was explaining that I was doing apartment maintenance. I'm not doing that anymore. That job didn't work out. that particular employer didn't have a lot of care or respect for my safety, and so I didn't stick around. I told him that wouldn't work out for me. And so now I'm back to looking into Etsy. I've been working on making, well, maybe not just Etsy, but I think of it that way. I'm going to be carving spoons and bowls and cups and other things, and selling some of the forest products like the mosses and lichens and stuff online to make a little bit of supplemental income. I'm also working on getting the mushrooms started, but they will be a while down the road. I'm still kind of in the beginning stages of everything, and so you won't necessarily see a lot. I guess if you hopped over to my Instagram page, which doesn't have a lot of posts, you'll see some of the work that I've done most recently. And you know, I feel like I'm a little slow going. Let's see, I don't have a good spot to step over here. But I'm just going at my own pace, and that's fine. There's definitely plenty to do besides making a little money, and those are kind of my first focuses. Keeping up the homestead and the off-grid stuff. This is a pretty tree. Of course, camera can only capture so much. But it's a really pretty spot. My neighbor came over and helped me figure out my automatic generator start. So now I have my generator kicking on whenever the battery needs power. I was just doing it all manually and watching it really close, and I had an idea, and my neighbor, who's really smart with circuits and so on, helped me make that idea a reality. I couldn't have done it without his help. And now it's working. That's kind of fun. Maybe I should flip this camera around. So I'm wandering through this really dense, twiggy stuff. This is actually going to be one of my tasks over this next spring and summer. I'm going to be working on selectively thinning to help airflow and reduce disease through the trees in the forest here. It's going to be a fair amount of work, but kind of excited to get digging into it. I've got a forester helping me out, and the local conservation district has a couple of well, there's a forester, and I don't know what the other guy's qualifications are, but they're both very knowledgeable, and they're going to be helping me kind of move forward on clearing some of this stuff out in, you know, the necessary way to keep the forest healthy and everything. I'm kind of looking forward to all of that. And of course, it's almost time to get my garden started. I should be planting some of my starts and peas, radishes, you know, those little things that you like to get started, even if it's a little bit too early. Pretty excited for all of that too. The skunk cabbage is poking its head up. That's one of my first signs of spring. I always watch for the skunk cabbage this time of year. So I hope this video finds all of you doing well. It might have been kind of hard to watch with me tromping through all the trees and branches and stuff, but I appreciate you all caring about what's going on over here and being interested and showing like care and concern about what I'm doing out here. I've actually enjoyed bringing you all along. I'm not as good at pulling out the camera and recording what I'm doing as I used to be, but I've actually been thinking through quite a few different ideas to bring you guys along on throughout spring and summertime. So hopefully I have some more to show all of you. But thanks again for watching, guys, and until next time, thanks for taking this journey with me on Simple Ground.